Hagley is where the DuPont legacy begins in the Brandywine Valley. What makes this place so special is this is where the DuPont family planted their roots for all of the other DuPont estates and gardens that we know today in the Brandywine Valley. Here, their company got their start and they manufactured black gunpowder for over 120 years. Hagley being an indoor and outdoor museum, visitors can actually be part of history as they walk along the Brandywine Most Beautiful Mile. They can see mill remnants, they can see a working 16-ton roll mill, a machine shop powered by water with drills and lathes where machine parts would have been repaired. This section is all about urbanization. Our Nation of Inventors exhibition here at Hagley celebrates American invention in the 19th century. You're not just learning about history, you're being part of the history here at Hagley Museum.
We are at Longwood Gardens, which is a jewel of Chester County. It's one of the most publicly visited gardens in the world. Longwood was founded in 1906 when Pierre Samuel DuPont stepped in to purchase an arboretum that was going to be cut for the lumber. And in this act of preservation, he bought the original 202 acres, that is Longwood Gardens, and began building a garden like no other. The Brandywine Valley is so fortunate to have the DuPont legacy as part of our history. We refer to the DuPonts sort of as the first family of horticulture here in the Brandywine Valley because they left us so many tremendous estates and gardens for the public to enjoy now. This region is America's garden capital, and the DuPont estates are core to that.
Welcome to Mount Cuba Center. It's a spectacular hidden gem in the Brandywine Valley, which is part of America's garden capital. This property was purchased in the 1930s by Pamela and Lamont DuPont Copeland, and that's the DuPont connection here. Lamont DuPont Copeland was the head of the DuPont company for a number of years, and this is where he decided to build his home. All the DuPont estates have something incredible to offer to their guests. What sets Mount Cuba apart is native plants. We're all here for the love of native plants and practicing ecological gardening and sharing it with our guests so they can do it at home as well.
We are at Immerse Estate, which is the home of Alfred I. DuPont. It was built in 1910. It is 200 acres of stunning gardens and grounds, 77-room mansion, chauffeur's garage, and it's really just an infinitely Instagrammable place. This was the home of Alfred I. DuPont. This really was a family home. It is large, but at the same time, he lived here for a number of years with his family. He was a prominent figure in the DuPont gunpowder business, but of particular note is his legacy of philanthropy. There are so many details and surprises that are just fun to find out and watch guests respond to, whether it's the bowling alley in the basement, the game rooms. You get to see where they worked, where they entertained. Really, there's different pieces of the story that can really appeal to everyone, and that's really exciting to share.
We are at Winneter Museum, Garden and Library. This is the former home of Henry Francis DuPont and 3 generations of DuPonts before him. There's so much history here, not just with the DuPont family, but also with all of the staff who lived on the grounds. And then you layer onto that the collection is filled with objects that were owned by people. So we have all those stories to tell as well. This is a real place of rest and respite. When our founder, H.F. DuPont, founded this place, that's what he wanted it to be. You can come here and you can go completely at your own pace. There are so many ways to tailor your experience here at Winneter, and that's really what we're all about. We want people to feel like everyone who comes here has had just a unique, beautiful, welcoming, wonderful experience.